Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. There are clues. How Kevin Costner's exit changed Yellowstone's ending, addressed by EP. Yellowstone director and executive producer Christina Voros addresses how Kevin Costner's exit impacted the show's ending. After an extended hiatus, Taylor Sheridan's flagship neo-Western hit returned for its final episodes without its main lead, John Dutton ie. Due to several reasons, Kevin Costner left Yellowstone before its wrap-up, forcing the show to craft an ending that didn't feature its primary character. While it definitely posed some challenges, Sheridan's long-term plan for the show helped him end his project the best that he could, considering the circumstances. Instead, its focus shifted toward his kids, Beth, Case, and even Jamie. In an interview with TV Insider, Voros reveals that Yellowstone's ending was decided for a while, long before Costner's exit. That said, some specifics of how the finale was understandably changed after they lost John Dutton ie. She also urges fans to go back and revisit not just the flagship series, but also its prequels for clues on the land's fate. Read her full quote below. For context, Yellowstone ended with Case practically giving away the Dutton Ranch back to the Broken Rock Reservation. It was a manifestation of the prophecy from 1883, which claimed that the property would revert to its original owners after 7 generations. Before that, Beth had been racking her brains on how to save the ranch as best as she could, considering that they couldn't possibly pay for the inheritance tax. The problem originated from her father's death, who was also the governor of Montana at that point, meaning he had the power and reach to keep his family's land intact. Throughout Yellowstone, John was presented with various issues that would have changed the ownership of the property. However, even when Beth explained to him that making some compromises would be the best way to secure its legacy, the Dutton family patriarch would vehemently turn down the idea. With him gone, not only did he leave his kids without any choice but to make the difficult decision, it also freed them up from the burden of continuously fighting for the land. At the very least, being with the reservation would keep it in its current state, which was John's dream. Yellowstone's ending is a great way to reinforce the importance of the franchise's prequels. Seeing the reservation get the land back was emotional for several reasons, especially when it essentially guaranteed that the property would never be touched by corporate greed. That being said, other aspects of Yellowstone's ending could use some more work, especially with regard to how Jamie's arc was wrapped up. Overall, it was underwhelming, considering that he only appeared in a handful of scenes. Even his final showdown with Beth felt rushed and anticlimactic, given how long Sheridan had been teasing them face to face. There are clues. How Kevin Costner's exit changed Yellowstone's ending, addressed by EP. The iconic Western drama Yellowstone has gripped audiences with its sprawling landscapes, intense family drama, and Kevin Costner's towering performance as Patriarch John Dutton. For years, fans have speculated about how the series might conclude, but Kevin Costner's unexpected exit threw the entire creative direction into flux. Executive producer Taylor Sheridan recently opened up about how Costner's departure reshaped the show's trajectory and hinted at the subtle clues embedded throughout the series that point toward its redefined ending. When news broke that Costner would be leaving the show midway through its final chapters, fans were understandably stunned. For Sheridan, however, the challenge became an opportunity to reassess not just the story's conclusion, but its deeper themes. Kevin brought so much gravity to John Dutton, Sheridan said in a recent interview. He made the character larger than life. But his exit also forced us to think about how we could honor that legacy without him. The ending we're crafting now isn't just different, it's richer in some ways because it's driven by absence rather than presence. Sheridan's comments allude to the emotional weight of John Dutton's departure, a move that mirrors Costner's real-life exit. The writing team had to pivot dramatically, turning what could have been a catastrophic loss into a bold storytelling opportunity. But what exactly changed, and how does it tie back to the core mystery of the Dutton legacy? The original vision, Dutton versus Destiny. From the beginning, Yellowstone set itself up as an exploration of power, legacy, and the inevitability of change. John Dutton's battle to preserve his ranch against developers, rivals, and even members of his own family seemed destined for a Shakespearean final, a climactic reckoning that would see the Dutton Empire either fall or endure against all odds. According to insiders, Sheridan initially envisioned a conclusion deeply tied to Costner's John Dutton. "The ranch was John's soul," Sheridan said. "Every decision, every sacrifice was about protecting that land." The original ending hinged on whether John could save it or if he'd die trying. This vision revolved around a literal passing of the torch, anointing a clear successor to carry on the Dutton name. The impact of Costner's exit. Costner's sudden departure disrupted this narrative symmetry, with John Dutton's character no longer available to shepherd the story to its intended conclusion. Sheridan had to rethink the fundamental question at the heart of Yellowstone. What does the land truly mean to those who fight for it? Sheridan's revised approach has shifted the spotlight to the remaining characters, Case, Beth, Jamie, and Monica, forcing them to grapple with John's absence. "When you remove the anchor," Sheridan explained, "you're left with the drift. The family is lost without John, and that's where the real drama begins. They're not just fighting external enemies anymore, they're fighting to define who they are without him." Clues in the chaos. For attentive viewers, the seeds of this new ending have been scattered throughout the series like breadcrumbs. One recurring motif is the idea of generational sacrifice. John often spoke of his ancestors' blood, sweat, and tears poured into the land, but he also warned of the cost of holding on to it. In a pivotal Season 4 scene, John tells Case, "This ranch is the best of us and the worst of us. It'll take everything from you if you let it." That moment, Sheridan hints, is a key to understanding the show's eventual resolution. Another clue lies in the character arcs of John's children. Case, the reluctant heir, has always been torn between his love for his family and his desire for peace. Beth, the firebrand, sees the ranch as a battleground for vengeance and redemption. Jamie, the black sheep, views it as a means of validation but also resentment. Monica, an outsider turned insider, offers a fresh perspective on the land's spiritual significance. Sheridan's reimagined ending leans heavily on these dynamics, forcing each character to confront their relationship with the land and each other. "The clues were always there," Sheridan teased. "John's story was never just about him. It was about what he leaves behind, and whether his family can rise to the challenge or be consumed by it." John Dutton's end. Absence as presence. Though Sheridan remained tight-lipped about specific plot details, he confirmed that John's absence would cast a long shadow over the final episodes. "Sometimes, a character's greatest impact comes after they're gone," he said. John's death, or disappearance, forces everyone to question what they're fighting for. Is it the land, the legacy, or something deeper? Fans have speculated wildly about how John Dutton might exit the series. Will he die heroically, defending the ranch one last time? Or will he quietly slip away, leaving his family to wrestle with his unfinished business? Sheridan's comments suggest a more ambiguous fate, one that emphasizes the ripple effects of John's absence rather than the specifics of his departure. A legacy of reinvention. Sheridan's pivot also underscores the adaptability of Yellowstone as a narrative. While some fans lament the loss of Costner's magnetic presence, others see this as an opportunity for the show to evolve. "The Duttons are a reflection of the American West," Sheridan said. "They're resilient, they adapt. That's what this ending is about." One significant change is the increasing focus on Case as the emotional center of the story. As the only Dutton who straddles two worlds, his family's and his wife, Monica's Native American heritage. Case embodies the series' central tension between tradition and progress. In recent seasons, his visions and spiritual journey have hinted at a transformative destiny, one that could redefine what it means to win the fight for the land. Fan reactions and future speculation. Predictably, Costner's exit has sparked a flurry of fan theories. Some believe the ranch will be sold off, ending the Dutton dynasty in a bittersweet commentary on the impossibility of preserving the past. Others think the family will find a way to unite, forging a new path that honors John's legacy while breaking free of his shadow. "There are clues in every episode," Sheridan said cryptically. "You just have to look for them."